The ACC is down bad. Will the ACC score a point today? I don't know. They didn't score a point yesterday. Boy. The ACC might be the worst group of five conference. It's possible. It's possible that the ACC is the absolute worst group of five conference. Poverty! I think the ACC is in shambles, somebody said too. Is that true? Did Florida State really hire Perry Mason to try to get out of the ACC? That's what I heard. I don't know. Don't know. Tag team off the ropes. Not the Gasparilla Bowl. Oh shit. The Gasparilla Bowl. We betting on this game or what? Central Florida is a 6-point favorite. What? What? The ACC can't be that bad, can it? How's everybody doing? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, Happy Bowl season. Yeah. Let's see what the ACC can do here. Haynes King and that. What's the over-under? The over-under is 66.5. Y'all want me to bet the game? Y'all want me to bet the game? UCF -6, y'all say? It's UCF -6 and the over-under 66.5. Yeah, I'm doing a Florida State hype and hate video. You know what? I'm going to take Georgia Tech +6. I'm going to take Georgia Tech +6. I feel like my boy C-Dog and Rec Talk need an actual victory instead of that moral victory they've been celebrating for the last 3 weeks. I've never seen a fan base celebrate a loss as much as I've seen Georgia Tech fans celebrating their loss to Georgia. I'm actually going to take Georgia Tech. I'm thinking about taking Georgia Tech on the money line, +190. Should I take them on the money line? I'm not going to get greedy. I'm just going to take Georgia Tech plus the points. All right. I took Georgia Tech plus the points. Shout out to C-Dog and Wreck Man. Yeah. Shout out to C-Dog and Wreck Man. How y'all doing? I watched that. I bet the game. I did take South Florida. I did take South Florida in the money line last night, so I cashed in last night on South Florida and Syracuse. Boy, I didn't have to sweat that one either. That game was over halfway through the first quarter. How bad is UJ going to beat Florida State? 2 or 3 touchdowns. Two or three touchdowns. If Michigan wins the national championship, everyone will jump on the Michigan hate train. Well, Michigan cheated. Is that what you mean? I mean, that's not jumping on any type of train. That's just, Michigan cheated. It is what it is. If Michigan wins, they'll not even make it out of the first round. Everyone is already hating the Michigan cheaters. If Michigan wins, they will not even make it out of the first round. They're in the first round. What do you mean? Not sure what you mean there. Not sure what you mean there. Game hadn't started yet. They're still doing all the pregame mumbo jumbo with the talking and carrying on, trying to hype this game up. There's more people watching my stream than are at the stadium, though. Over under on Pinstripe Bowl attendance at 100. Who's playing in that one? Looks like bowl season is definitely great this year. Morning, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Game getting ready to start now. Let's hit the thumbs up. Maybe we'll get a good one. Not like yesterday. Yesterday's game, shit. What was the final score? 48-0 or something? Good Lord. Boy, the ACC is horrific. Congrats on getting the car back. Yeah, finally, after 2 months. All right, is this Georgia Tech going to be kicking off, it looks like? Yeah, to kick us off, Central Florida is going to receive, fielded at about the 3-yard line. Across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I think he might have been pushed out of bounds back around the 35. He returned it up to about midfield, but I think he might have been pushed out of bounds before that. Nice return for Central Florida, though. Here comes John Rice Plumlee in Central Florida. Game just got started here. First possession. No, he didn't step out of bounds. So ball all the way up at the 49-yard line. Great return for Central Florida to start things off here. 1st and 10 on their own 49. Snap. Handoff. No, quarterback keeps and has a lot of room, slides after a gain of about 6 or 7. Second and about 4 coming up. Central Florida hurries back to the line. They're ready to go again. No, uh-oh. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Well, I should have listened to the chat. Took Central Florida, I guess. Georgia Tech's getting fucking reamed already. Another handoff. Georgia Tech does a good job on this one. Stopped after a gain of only a couple. Second and about 9 coming up now for Central Florida. They go fast on offense. Washington will beat Texas and then lose to Michigan in the national title game, says Floby. Second and 8. 4 wide for Central Florida in the red zone. Going deep towards the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Central Florida. Boy, they made that look easy. The ACC is horrific. They're not even a Power 5 league. Lou, did you hear about Florida State trying to get out of the ACC and had a meeting with the board? Yeah, they've been trying to get out of the ACC for a year, but yeah, they did have a meeting, and they've announced that they can't figure out how to get out, so they're going to just sue them and see what happens. They said they've exhausted all their options or whatever. They can't think of a way to get out, so they're just going to sue. The most teams with 6 wins. Yeah, a bunch of terrible teams beating a bunch of other terrible teams to get to 6 wins is what happened there. The ACC is absolute trash. Michigan is going to lose the line play with Bama, says Brett. What's up, everybody? Happy holidays, says JD. Y'all got y'all's Christmas shopping done? I'm done. I'm going to go to the mall anyway just to punish myself. I'm going to go to the mall tomorrow just to punish myself. But my Christmas shopping is mostly done. Someone said they think Florida State is locked into the AC until 2036. Well, they are locked in. I mean, that's the grant of rights, but they're going to sue and try to get out of that. But yes, their grant of rights contract runs through 2036, I believe. That's the same thing you said about Ole Miss, Tennessee, LSU, and Georgia. Look what happened. Not sure who he's talking to there. What do you think of Dante Williams' hire? Kirby don't care about defense? What? I'm not going to take the first part of your question seriously because of the second part. Kirby don't care about defense. Lou, can I get you an onion on something? Sure. I love onions. Bama is so overrated, they will give Saban his going out win. The dogs will be in it for the next 20 years, says Steven Berger. You think Ohio State or Georgia Tech is better degree? Curious. Your onion? What? Isn't Lou a closet Miami fan? Not just any closet Miami fan. The absolute biggest college closet Miami fan. So, not just any old closet fan. The absolute biggest. FSU trying to sue over something they agreed to is crazy. Yeah. Well, people will sue over anything these days. We know that. If you're mad about the outcome of something, sue. If your coffee's too hot, sue. If you lost, but you don't want to admit it, sue. If you agree to something, but then change your mind, sue. If you can't afford the $500 million to get out, sue. That's what it would cost. $570 million. $570 million. Florida State can't afford it, so they're just going to sue. It's all about the game and how you play it. Ohio State and Deion sue everyone. What? Who'd they sue? All right, 7-0 Central Florida up over Georgia Tech already early in the first quarter. Central Florida got the ball to start the game, went right down the field and scored. Took them about 4 plays. Now they're going to kick off, and Georgia Tech will have its first offensive possession. Fielded at the goal line out across the 10, the 15, the 20. Pushed out of bounds just short of the 25. First and 10, Nerds. If Florida State loses to Georgia by 3 scores, they should have to apologize. FSU withdrawal fee is $130 million. That's got nothing to do with the grant of rights. It's $570 million to get out. There's 2 issues. There's the TV contract and there's the grant of rights. There's 2 different issues. $130 million or whatever number you said is way off. It's in the $500 million range. It was reported today, literally reported today by Florida State. The college football playoff is doing what the BCS did, and that's suck Bama. What?
I'll be back.
Okay. Bama didn't do shit from the first 15 years. I mean, what are you talking about? The BCS sucked off Bama? That's... Boy, the amount of idiocy is just fucking alarming. The majority of the time that we had the BCS, Alabama was in the fucking toilet and was nowhere near any BCS championship games. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Do you think the ACC would say okay if FSU offered $230 million? I have no idea. Florida State suing so they can get their heinies spanked by Georgia and Bama if they join the SEC. Second and 15 for Georgia Tech. They keep it on the ground. Nice play, too. All the way out for a first down. They gained about 17 yards. Second and 15, just a handoff right up the middle. Gained 17. First and 10, Nerds. Another running play, but there's a flag down on this one. Only gained about 3 yards. But there's a flag down. Gonna be holding or something. Oh, offsides on Central Florida. So free 5 yards for the Nerds that time. Bama Man says Florida State man has officially broke the record for tissue sales. Dang. Quarterback keep on first and 5 for Georgia Tech. Close to a first down. Might be about half a yard short. Big 12 night. Thank you for the super chat. He says, my Knights are going to destroy Georgia Tech. We'll see. They made it look easy on that first drive. That's for sure. They went right down the field. First and 10, Nerds on their own 44. Pistol formation. Snap. Jet sweep. Nowhere to go. Poor blocking on the edge by Georgia Tech. Second and about 13 coming up for the Nerds now. That number 1 recruit is having second thoughts about Colorado. You talking about the number 1 offensive lineman? What does Lou want for Christmas? Hit the thumbs up. That's what I want. Hit the thumbs up for Christmas. I keep forgetting UCF is now a Power 5 team. Yeah, they're in the Big 12. They didn't do very well this year, but yeah, they're in the Big 12. 6-6 this year, their first year in. Go Bucks, I think we still can make the playoffs if we win the Can 10. I'm just going to stop reading the comments by that person because every comment he makes is less intelligent than the one before. What happened to Florida's recruits? They all decided to go to other places. They all wised up, except for Lagway. He must be a 5-star dummy, that DJ Lagway. Because I do think he's good. 3rd and 11 for Tech now. Haynes King back to throw, running for his life, has to get rid of it. Nobody home, incomplete. He was under pressure right away. Never had a chance on that play. 4th and 11, and looks like the Nerds are going to have to kick it away. If UCF was in the Big 12 in 2017, they would have been in the playoffs, says Floby. Brett says, another Michigan fan that can't complete a sentence accusing Bama fans of being dumb. Washington is undervalued in the college football playoff, in my opinion, for some reason. I think they win it all. Penix and those wide receivers are legit. They're ranked in the top 4. I don't really know how that's undervalued. Aren't they ranked 2nd in the country? Oh, betting wise? Well, take them on the money line then. You can get paid. If you're a Washington fan, you should be happy. And if you're a Washington fan and you think they're undervalued, you should be happy about that. Because that means you can cash in. Dynamite. Yeah. You can get them at plus 155. So you should be glad. Anytime the team you think is going to win is undervalued, that should make you happy. Missouri will be ranked in the top 10, top 15 when next season begins, says Floby. Commercial break in the game. UCF up 7-0. Each team's had the ball once. How is Auburn recruiting so well this year? Hugh Freeze. This ain't Hugh Freeze's first rodeo. He knows what he's doing. He's not some idiot like Billy Napier. Uncle Lou, do you have a favorite bowel game? I don't play games with my bowel. Do you? FSU officially suing to get out of the ACC. Yeah, I've talked about that a few minutes ago. Didn't the Orange Bowl used to be a New Year's Six game? It still is. What do you mean used to be? Who's a better coach between Sunbelt Billy or Coach Prime? Right now, I'd go with Sunbelt Billy. Early record prediction for Florida next year, I'm thinking 4-8, says Hunter. Well, speaking of Kevin Spacey, you know, none of that was true. And it doesn't matter now. His career is ruined. Dion ain't getting these recruits because he's a good coach. It's all for clout. What? Dion ain't getting no recruits. That's the problem. Central Florida backed up on their 2-yard line, 1st and 10 on the ground, and barely got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up for Central Florida now, backed way up. Second and 10 for UCF from their own 2. Shotgun, quarterback in his own end zone, John Rice Plumlee. Play action pass, back to throw. Going deep. Caught. Wow. About a 40-yard bomb. DB, what is it? I mean, he's right there. Turn around, dude. Wow. They picking on that guy. They picking on that dud. Another pass complete, a slant, and Central Florida has gone from their own 2-yard line to the Georgia Tech 48 in 2 plays. Handoff this time, dancing around, now pops it outside, has some room, inside the 40 to the 35, out of bounds at the 32-yard line, gain of 16. Looked like Georgia Tech had it bottled up in the middle. He bounced it outside for a gain of about 16 and another first down. So Central Florida started on their own 2-yard line. They've ran 3 plays. They're all the way down to the Georgia Tech 30. A 50-yarder, a 20-yarder, and a 16-yarder. 1st and 10. Shotgun, 4 wide. Plumlee, back to throw, gets rid of it. Trying to set up a screen. Picks up about 7 yards. Boy, Georgia Tech's going to get humiliated. Why are we hiding people? Stop hiding people, or you're going to be the one that gets hidden. 2nd and 3, and Central Florida is going to come up a little bit short. It's going to be a 3rd down coming up now for UCF. Let's see if Georgia Tech can force a field goal here. Third and 2. Pistol formation. Motion. Snap. Handoff. Picks up the 1st down and then some inside the 15 to the 14. 1st and 10 Central Florida on the Georgia Tech 14. Hey, thanks, Jeremy. Good to see you, buddy. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou. Yeah, who's mistreating me? Yes, whoever's mistreating me definitely needs to stop. This is going to be a sack, I think, on 1st and 10. Georgia Tech intercepted it, but they might rule this a sack. Quarterback was falling down as he threw the ball. Definite mistake by Plumlee here. Let's see. Yep, he's down. Central Florida's going to catch a break here because Plumlee was definitely down. Yeah, if anyone's... First of all, you should never be mistreating me. It's just rude. Second of all, it's the Christmas season, for Christ's sake. Can't you be of good cheer? And so whoever it is, I don't know, but whoever it is that's mistreating Uncle Lou, I think we should stop doing that. Yeah, leave Uncle Lou alone. Yeah. Be kind to Woo. You don't even have to be kind to me necessarily, but also don't think you have to mistreat me too. Yeah, Happy Lou Year. Yes. Yes. Happy Lou Year to everyone. Happy Lou Year. If you, if you do want to be kind to Uncle Lou, though, here you go. Send Uncle Lou your Christmas gift. There you go. Then you can be kind to Uncle Lou. 2nd and 17. Plumlee's going to take off running inside the 20. Pushed out of bounds at the 17. 3rd and long coming up for Central Florida now. Is Lou a Dodgers fan? No, I don't watch baseball. Talking about baseball? No, I don't watch baseball. Uncle Lou should make a shirt that says Happy Lou Year. Yeah, I should. I should do that. Third and 12 for Central Florida. Four wide. Plumlee in a shotgun yelling at people. Snap. Nope, they're going to whistle this one dead. What happened? Somebody took a timeout, I think. Yeah, Central Florida took a timeout. 3rd and 12. Central Florida decides to take a timeout here. Oregon is shit. What, the state in general or the football team or what? Because Oregon was pretty good this year. They only lost 2 games, both to Washington, both by 3 points, if I remember right. And they just finished with the 3rd ranked recruiting class in the country, I believe. I'm definitely going to the Bellagio, Jonah. Yeah, definitely going to the Bellagio. I'm going to take a day and just do nothing but walk around, you know. Because I've never been before. Michigan fans just started watching college football 5 years ago, and now they think they are experts, says Brokemore. Third and 12. Here we go. Central Florida's ready now on their own 17. 4 wide again. Trips to the bottom. Shotgun. Snap. Plumlee back to throw. Georgia Tech brings heat. Central Florida touchdown. Seam route. Georgia Tech brought the house. Man coverage downfield, and the receiver just beat the cornerback on a seam route. Plumlee put it on the money. And it's going to be 14-0 Central Florida. The ACC is absolutely terrible. The ACC is just horrendous. Bellagio and Venetian are must walk-throughs. Yeah, I'll go to both of those. Bellagio, Venetian, Cosmo. You know, the new one just opened too. Fontainebleau just opened. And I've seen some videos. It looks nice in there too. But I'm going to walk through all the big, nice casinos though. If you replaced Napier, who would be your choices? That's not for me to decide. First thing Florida needs to do is fire the athletic. Florida needs to fire their athletic director, hire a new one, and then let the new one pick the football coach. But it's not up to me to pick coaches for Florida. But Billy Napier's been there 2 years, has got 2 losing records, and he can't recruit. So it's just, I mean, there's just nothing positive to point to when it comes to Billy Napier. He'll be fired after this year when Florida goes 4-8, and you know who they hire, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, the Aria, yep. Caesar's Palace. Yeah, we're gonna go down to Fremont Street one night. There's a bunch of us going. You know, me, Pigskin Pete, Huffer Billy Paul, Sir UGA, Colby. Zona Tucson man's gonna meet us up there for a couple of days. So there's a big group of us going. But yeah, we're gonna go to Fremont Street one night. Should I get a Caesar salad or a house salad? Depends what you're eating for dinner. Depends what you're eating for dinner, in my opinion. Anyway. Home Slice, thank you for the super chat. He says, I would like to LARP as a Roman emperor and walk around Caesar's palace. I don't know what LARP means, but if it means dress up like a Roman emperor and walk around Caesar's palace, I could see that. The only dressing up we're doing is the whole Peaky Blinders deal. You know, we all bought Peaky Blinders suits. You know, the old school wool tweed 3-piece suits with the vest and the fucking scally caps. I love jalapeno poppers. Yeah, I like to make them. I'll I'll eat the frozen ones like from the grocery store too. But we make them 2 or 3 times every football season. 2 or 3 times we'll do homemade jalapeno poppers. You know, jalapeno, stuff it with cream cheese, wrap the bacon around it, stick it in the oven. Lou should go to the buffet dressed as White Tonto. Yeah, I can eat my cornucopia. Yeah, I love jalapeno poppers. You like potato skins? Yeah, I like potato skins. All right. Aggie Man. If you hide anyone else, I'm getting rid of you. Okay? I can't spend half my stream unhiding all the people that you hide. Okay? That's twice. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if your phone's in your pocket. I don't know if you're asleep and roll over on it. I have no idea. But you hide one more person and you're gone. $14-0 now, UCF up over the Nerds. Still early in the first quarter, too. Yeah, I figured something like that was going on, but it kept happening, though. That's all right, man. Don't worry about it. Wow, 1st and 10, a running play for Georgia Tech goes absolutely nowhere. They're going to lose 3-4 yards. Uncle Lou has the patience of a sloth. I don't have no patience at all. That's fake news. I have no patience. 2nd and 14 for the Nerds. They're on their own 26-yard line, it looks like. Back to throw. Haynes King. Caught. No, dropped. Should have been caught. 3rd and 14. Yoda says Georgia Tech's going to get blown out. Well, the ACC is just horrifically bad. They might be the worst group of 5 team in America. The ACC. Yeah, I don't have any patience. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't have no patience at all. Boy, I am hungry. The lady's gone to pick up dinner. She'll be back in a few minutes. When do the official playoff predictions come out? What? Oh, you talking about for the playoff games? Let's see. Monday. How about Monday? I'll do it Monday. No, Monday's Christmas. Well, you know what? Maybe I might do it Sunday. Maybe Sunday. It'll either be Sunday or Tuesday. It won't be Monday because that's Christmas. So it'll either be Sunday or Tuesday. No Tommy fries. We're doing Logan's. Steak. I did steak, baked potato, and salad. Yeah, that honey mustard is no joke, Dan. We talked about it before. That honey mustard from Bojangles is the best honey mustard I've ever had. I stockpiled that Bojangles honey mustard. All right, Central Florida back out on the field already offensively, up 14-0 over Georgia Tech, who has just not been able to do anything in this game. Can't get a first down offensively, can't stop UCF defensively. And with 4:59 to go, Central Florida has the ball first and 10, and they're up 14-0. Plumlee keeps on a quarterback draw, picks up about 3 yards before being forced out of bounds. Second down coming up now for UCF. House salad with steak. Yeah, house salad with steak. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Gator, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in here. He says, my first year really following college ball. Georgia Tech and Colorado split the national title. Times have changed. People complain about playoffs, but it's better. It's a lot better. It used to be a disaster. You had no playoffs, no nothing. You'd get like the number 1 team against the number 8 team. And then the next year, it'd be like the number 1 team against the number 5 team. And the number 2 team against the number 9 team. It was just no logic to it at all. It's a huge improvement over what we used to have, for sure. Israel's project says Texas is winning the Natty. It's possible. They got the second best odds. Robert says the ACC is down bad. Yeah, I just read that on CaptainObvious.com, so I know it's true. But yeah,
Ranch is in there.
Huh?
Ranch is in there.
Okay, thanks for accepting me.
Mm-hmm.
You eating in here or no?
Yeah.
Second and 7 for Central Florida. They're up 14-0. They've got the ball on their own 45. Too wide to the top of the screen. Snap. Handoff. Gets through the hole. Into Georgia Tech. Fumble! Georgia Tech recovers. It was a big gain by Central Florida that resulted in a first down, but big hit at the end. Fumble right into the hands of the nerd man. And unless this gets overturned for some reason, it's going to be Georgia Tech's ball. And we'll see if they can finally get something going on offense. I don't even think they have a first down yet. They're just horrific. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, I think that's going to be a fumble. It looked like it was punched out right before his knee hit the ground. Maybe that'll wake Georgia Tech up. So far, they have looked absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Well, that's terrible. I guess it's just terrible then. They call me the bird, man. No, they don't. Stop lying. Central Florida's got a player down, so let's hope that he's okay. What'd you get? I haven't eaten since breakfast. Looks like the play's going to stand. It's going to be Georgia Tech's ball, 1st and 10 after that Central Florida fumble. Texas Meats, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in here. Or are they reviewing it now? Maybe they're still reviewing it. They keep showing the replay over and over again. It sure looked like a fumble to me from that angle. Well, they take forever to do a review, don't they? That hadn't changed. Biggs Mikes, what's up, buddy? Merry Christmas to you and your family, bud. Go Blue. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, man. Hope y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me all season again this year. Father Shuey says, got something hitting your P.O. box by Thursday, woo. I appreciate that, Shuey. What'd they do? I missed the call. After review, the ruling of the field on a fumble is confirmed. Okay, so it is a fumble. Georgia Tech will keep the ball. Following the Central Florida turnover. First and 10, Georgia Tech. Let's see if they can take advantage of this turnover. Haynes King keeps on the ground. Only picks up a couple of yards. 2nd and 8 coming up for Georgia Tech. Hey, what's up, Joseph?
You got something to drink?
Yeah. Here. I just want water, though.
Water?
Wasn't the ACC supposed to be better than the SEC? The ACC is a Power 5 league, man. Look at Reigns King out here looking like Lamar Jackson. All the way down in the red zone. Let's go, nerds. Let's go, nerds. What's up, Caleb? I called them Power 5 by accident. Yeah, if I referred to Georgia Tech as a power, or the ACC as a Power 5 league, that was an accident. The ACC is a Group of 5 league.
What's that doing?
Georgia Tech cheerleaders are hot. That's fake news. Georgia Tech cheerleaders wear one-piece bathing suits, man.
Nothing wrong with that.
There is when you're 20.
Okay.
And a cheerleader.
Alright, you might be right with
Stop simping for Georgia Tech cheerleaders.
that. I haven't even seen any Georgia Tech cheerleaders. So.
Well, then why are you simping for them?
I'm not simping for them.
Have we decided the fourth team for the We're Back rankings? It's probably going to be Florida because nobody really... I haven't heard a better suggestion than Florida. Georgia Tech cheerleaders are BBWs. Come on, body positivity. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But there is something wrong with a 20-year-old cheerleader wearing a one-piece bathing suit. Look, somebody's got to be on the bottom of that fucking pyramid. Right? Not every cheerleader's on top of the pyramid. Some are the base of that motherfucker. But you're 20 years old. Put a bikini on, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm talking about? There ain't nothing wrong with having some meat on your bones. Like I said, you need to be somebody. You need a base to the pyramid. But these Georgia Tech type females are on a different level.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing wrong with a little cushion, right?
Mm. We did takeout from Logan's today. Nerd cheerleaders keep you warm at night, says Caleb.
That's right. Like I said, nothing wrong with a little cushion.
$850 Matthew says Miami off-season champs once again. Better watch out, Woo. Oh, they're definitely staying on the We're Back list. Yeah, they stay loud in the off-season. Israel says the Georgia Tech cheerleaders are all men.
He acts like he knows.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You eating Chinese for dinner? Yeah, that's always good. Can't go wrong there. Second quarter About to start. Central Florida up 14-0 over Georgia Tech here in the Gasparilla Bowl. You know what Gasparilla is?
I was just about to ask you.
It has something to do with pirates.
Wow.
They have some sort of festival called the Gasparilla Festival. Y'all know about that? The Gasparilla Pirate Festival or whatever? Anyway, I think that's what this is named after. A god percentage of people think OU and Texas will be top tier in the SEC, like Bama and Georgia. They need an Uncle Lou Bowl, and the trophy is a gold team asshole hat. Now that would be serious, and people would actually watch it. And I get to pick the teams, too. I get to pick the teams. Central Florida. No, Georgia Tech. What are they doing? That's a lot of running to lose 2 yards. That man ran from one sideline to the other just to lose 2 yards. Third down coming up for the Nerds.
Nerds!
For the Uncle Lou Bowl this year, I would have given you LSU versus Notre Dame. Lou, I hope you don't put ketchup on your steak. I don't know if it's any good. 3rd and 7, pass incomplete for the Nerds. Probably going to have to settle for a field goal here. 4th and 7 coming up now. They are in field goal range. A field goal will be huge here after Syracuse got shut out yesterday. ACC has played 5 quarters of bowl games without scoring a point. Let's see if they can snap their streak here. Kick is up. Kick is good. Shout out to the ACC. They're off the schneid. They finally scored a point in bowl season. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What's going on in here?
Should be a steak and baked potato.
That's what it is.
See how they put that cardboard down there?
So you don't cut through the
On
styrofoam.
that styrofoam.
Yeah. Is it any ACC woozies streaming this game? You know?
Yes, Rec Talking Shoe Dog.
Let's go congratulate him. I'm sure on a point.
I think it's on Rec's channel.
Expedia, all your trip, all in one place. Download the app.
Oh hell yeah! What's that? What's that? They got the like carrying case on them.
Yeah.
Alright,
I can't go handle a lot.
alright, we're on. We'll probably talk about your dog as we file in here. He's a cutie. Yours is she. He. Okay. That's right.
Interrupting my video.
She was what?
He was interrupting my video. I was trying to make it.
What's wrong with him?
I'm doing T-Dog. Okay? He's snoozing now.
Yeah, he's had a rough time. What's
I'm
going
coming
on,
to
Mike?
I'm coming to you people live from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Massive two shits.
We did take out from Logan's,
Is that a
Frank.
steak or a steak?
It's staked.
there's cities within Massachusetts.
That's right.
I
Not
was
that many.
I was not aware of this.
Not that many though. We are in New Bedford right now.
What's going on, Jess?
Or Fairhaven, I don't know. They're like close to each other.
Is that where there's a lot of apples and stuff too?
Cranberries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They are now saying Florida State might be able to leave a little early, like 2030. No, they're leaving next week. You haven't heard? Go to Twitter.
And we were driving along and my wife goes, that's a cranberry bog.
FSU Twitter says they're leaving next week. Now, they've been saying that for a year straight. It's constantly next week. Another nice return for Central Florida, this time out to the 32-yard line. Georgia Tech cut the lead. It's now 14-3 Central Florida up over the Nerds.
At the game if I was in town.
I don't think I'm streaming tomorrow because none of the games are any good. Troy and Duke, no. Arkansas State and Northern Illinois, James Madison, Air Force, Georgia State, Utah State, no. Yeah, probably not. Maybe for a little while at 7:30 for Utah and Northwestern, but no. And I'll be live Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. for the kickoff show. But I'm not streaming any of the games. But I'll be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for the kickoff show and that, too, and also in addition to that as well. And also, Gator says, I'm from the area. Gasparilla is a big parade and party named after a pirate. It's our version of Mardi Gras. Okay.
Oh, well, thanks for clarifying that.
Nebraska thinks they're back since they got Raiola. Yeah. The problem is there just aren't any Nebraska fans on the internet. And there's like 4. I think only 4 people in the entire state of Nebraska have internet, though. And Nate's one of them. That only leaves 3. Another big play by Central Florida into Georgia Tech territory. Well, this Georgia Tech defense is, as they say, down bad.
Oh, man. Well, they get an A for effort, I guess, huh?
I'm heading to Biloxi for the first. Any spots you recommend, Lou? Yeah, the Hard Rock. Hard Rock's my favorite casino in Biloxi. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, ribeye. That's all I eat is ribeye. First and 15. Play action pass. Complete. For a gain of about 7. Second down coming up for Central Florida. They're up 14-3 over Georgia Tech with about 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. More people in Nebraska than in the Miami Dolphins Stadium. Well, for a Hurricanes game, yes, that's 100% true. Going deep. Overthrown at the goal line. 3rd and 7 coming up for Central Florida now and that. Gus is out of Power 5 now. Lou cutting up that steak with a hunting knife? No, it's a steak knife. Cry about it. It's a steak knife. Type more. Type. Type some more. Type till your fingers bleed. Third and 7. Here we go. Central Florida with the ball. On the nerd 37-yard line. Snap. Back to throw. Pressured. Escapes. Runs to the right. Gonna take off. Boy, it's close. I think he might be about a yard short, though. It's gonna be close. Dives for the first down near the sideline marker, but might have been a little short. Hard to tell from that angle and that. Actually, maybe he got it. I don't know. Hopefully they review it for 20 minutes.
Yes.
4th and 1, so they call him a little short. 4th and 1. Here we go. They're going to go for it. Motion. Snap. Quarterback keep. First down. Needed 1, gain 6 or 7. First down, Central Florida. John Reese Plumlee, quarterback keeper. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Has to basically get rid of it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for Central Florida. Yeah, medium. Timeout on the field. Georgia Tech. Their second timeout of the half. With Central Florida up 14-3 and 10:43 to go in the second quarter. No, UCF takes their second timeout. Any meatless chili coming up for the holidays? No, I haven't made. I've only made chili once this year. Was that a month or so ago? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been a while. We've only done chili once this year.
It hasn't been cold enough until just recently, but
It's the same as Roadhouse. There's no difference between Logan's and Roadhouse. None. There's not.
you're right. There's not.
They're the same restaurant with different names. You can even throw shit on the floor in both of them. Well, you could before COVID. Mm-hmm. Both restaurants let you throw your trash on the floor even before COVID. Now they don't let you do that anymore, but they're literally the same. It's like Wild Wings and Buffalo Wild Wings. It's the same thing with different names. It's like Olive Garden and a bag of trash. It's just no difference. Is that butter?
Yeah. It's probably just melted.
Good.
At least I hope so.
Looks like mayonnaise, no. I don't know what it is. I think it is butter.
Yeah, it's better. Whipped cream?
Throw peanuts on the ground, not actual trash. No, you didn't throw peanuts on the ground. You threw peanut shells on the ground, which is actual trash.
I used to work at
Let me ask you something, man. What do you do with peanut shells when you're done with them? Since you say they're not trash, what do you do with them? I really want to know. You don't throw peanuts on the ground. You eat the peanuts. You throw the shells on the ground. Peanut shells are trash, right?
Yes.
If you put something in the trash can, this is like people that say opt-outs aren't. This is like people that say opt-outs aren't quitters. It's the literal. Yes, they are. It's the literal definition of the word. If you throw something in a trash can, what is it? Trash. It doesn't matter what it used to be.
No.
Nobody smokes peanut shells.
Now you're just making up shit.
Not even Florida people will do that. And they'll smoke anything. All right. Game's back on. 2nd and 10 for Central Florida. At the Nerd 25-yard line, they're up 14-3, looking to extend that lead with 10:43 to go until halftime. A handoff, bounces it to the outside, and is going to pick up about 6 yards. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 coming up now for Central Florida. Y'all like pepper. I don't put a lot of salt on anything, but I do like pepper. Was that a stick of butter that went on? No. It was this much butter. It was this much butter, man. Give me a break. What's this flag now? On the Nerds again? Look at these nerds.
Offsides.
Look at him. Big dummy. Big ass galoot. What are the odds Napier will get fired of the loss to Georgia next season? I do think he'll get fired in November, so I would say the odds are pretty good. Pass complete behind the line of scrimmage for Central Florida. Not going to gain much, a couple of yards. That's it. 2nd and 8 coming up now for UCF. I'm done. Back to throw. Rice man. Looking, running. Looking and running. Gains a couple of yards. 3rd and 6 coming up. Charcoal says, may not be many Nebraska fans around this channel, but I'm starting to see more fans around the internet rising out of their 30-year-old coffin and type about going 100-0. Send them over here. Send them over here if you see them. I would love to have a bunch of Nebraska fans in the chat. Yeah, one of the playoff games will be on Patreon and one will be on one will be on YouTube. I don't know which one yet. That'll be up to the Patreon people. I'm going to put the poll up the day after Christmas. There'll be a couple of other bowl games on Patreon too. I just don't know which ones yet. What team is the Dallas Cowboys of college football? I don't know. Texas is the Dallas Cowboys? Dang. I don't think they're going to be happy about that. Florida, says Brett. Well, UK be good with Vandergriff. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess it depends what you think good is. Is 7-5 good? What's up, Carter? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Good to see you in here. I think we ran out of time to do the Christmas Carol. Have to do a better job of planning that and see if we can get it done next year. I think. Playoff prediction videos will either be Sunday or Tuesday. It won't be Monday because that's Christmas, so they'll either come out Sunday or Tuesday. I don't have anything to do Sunday, I don't think, until Sunday night. I have to go do something Sunday night, but I don't think I have anything to do Sunday, so I might do them on Sunday. Did FSU quit? No. They're showing up and get their ass beat. They're not going to quit. Kickoff coming for Central Florida. UGA taking a step back. What? They might go 11-1 next year instead of 12-0? It's possible. Oh, they might go 10-2. There ain't gonna be no undefeated teams in the SEC next year. When you win back-to-back national titles, you can't take a step forward. The only thing you can do is take a step back or stay the same. So yeah, Georgia did take a step back this year by not winning a national title. What's up, Millis? Georgia Tech somehow manages to pick up a first down there. Mass exodus of Oklahoma offensive linemen. Yeah. Lost a lot in the portal. I think they'll be all right next year. Uh-oh, Georgia Tech just ran somebody over. Now that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing there.
How are you going to let somebody do that?
Yeah, look at this. Watch this. Look.
Oh my
It's
God.
Brock Bowers Jr.
Yeah, that was
Another good play on the ground, this time inside the 30 to the 27. Georgia Tech trying to have something here. I mean, I could easily make a video shit talking Nebraska and how they think getting Dylan Raiola is going to take them from winning 4 games a year to winning 16, which is insanity. I could easily do that. It's going to be a 2nd and 1 coming up for Georgia Tech after this timeout. I don't eat dessert, generally speaking. And if I do eat it, I don't ever eat it right after dinner. I need to blow my nose in it.
Yeah, she's hiding underneath the tree. She must be telling me something. You actually have people dress up as pirates.
Christopher Lyons was gifted an Uncle Lou membership by Millis Vanillis. That's amazing. Thank you, Millis. Pineapple Jr. plans to enter the portal, but he's the all-time passing leader in the Big Ten. Yeah, the ACC managed to kick a field goal earlier. It was unbelievable. I thought they were going to stop the game and hand out some sort of trophy right then and there. Looks like another first down for Georgia Tech here, right up the middle. How does he have another year? Well, you know, Casey Thompson is coming back. It'll be his 7th year next year. Remember Casey Thompson? He was at Texas for a while. He was at, I think, Nebraska for a while. Anyway, he's coming back next year. It'll be his 7th year. First and goal for the Nerds on the 5. Haynes King, close to the goal line. They mark him a half a yard short. Didn't FSU struggle with Georgia Tech? I don't remember. Yeah, that looks like a touchdown to Uncle Lou. Oh, here you come. Big creeper. You want your own thing in this? Look. Come on, look. You're getting your own thing in there, right there. What are you doing, where? Yeah, he said hi to the people. He said they said Merry Christmas to the monk. They said Merry Christmas to the monk. Remember when they said that? Remember when they said that? Now what? And I go where?
She knows what it's for.
That looks like a touchdown to me. That ought to allow unlimited college football careers so long as they're good. They're paying them now. Soon they won't even go to class, says Kentucky Blue. What are your general thoughts on live mascots? I don't mind live mascots. They're reviewing it. I don't know. It looked like he got in to me. If he didn't get in, it's going to be, what, second down at the half-yard line. But I thought he got in. Pineapple Jr., Talia Tagovailoa, the quarterback at Maryland. Tua's younger brother. Yeah, they ruled it a touchdown. That's going to make it a 7-point game now. Central Florida 17, Georgia Tech 10. Well, after the extra point, it'll be 10. You don't need that, Mom. You don't need that. Here comes the extra point. Kick is up, kick is good. 17-10, Central Florida up on the Nerds. What happened to Lance from Jasper? He's either dead or in prison, and I'm honestly not sure which. Why can we not get over 75 up votes? There's 176 thumbs up right now. Is that what you're talking about? Delayed? No, just refresh it. Just refresh your phone or your computer or whatever you're watching on. Yep. Louisville's good at losing at basketball also, and it is well in that. I did see they got blown out by Kentucky the other day. Might have been yesterday. Yesterday or the day before, whatever day it was. Kyle McCord made a banned transfer decision. Look at what happened to Syracuse in a bowl game. Now, I've not heard from Slimy Hot Boy, no. I haven't heard from Slimy Hot Boy since the off season, since the preseason. Once the season started, he never called in. So I don't know what happened to him either. Is he still uploading mixtapes to his YouTube channel? I don't know. I don't know. All right, Georgia Tech's going to kick off after finally scoring a touchdown, cutting the lead 17-10. Central Florida on top. We got about 4 minutes to go until halftime, I think. Into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. Central Florida will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25. Yeah, I didn't think Kyle McCord was all that, to be honest. I didn't think he was all that. And there's no guarantee that Devin Brown's going to be any better. I mean, let's not forget Ryan Day and Brian Hartline and everybody on that coaching staff watched Kyle McCord and Devin Brown for 6 months and then decided Kyle McCord was the better of the two. So, yeah, I don't think J.J. McCarthy's very good either. Plumlee running for his life for Central Florida. Finally has to throw it away. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up now for UCF. Dinner, I just got done eating. We did takeout from Logan's. Oh, you know I'm ready with the doo-doo brown. First time Devin throws an incompletion, I'm going to hit him with the doo-doo brown. Motion on 2nd and 10. 5 wide, snap. Incomplete. Boy, Central Florida went from scoring in 3 plays to can't gain a yard, and it happened pretty quick here. 3rd and 10 coming up now. And because it's been 2 incompletions, there's still 4 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. If Georgia Tech forces a punt here, they're going to get the ball back with plenty of time to score before the end of the half. Four wide. Snap. Back to throw. Plumlee. Good protection. Sits in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Nobody home. 4th and 10. Georgia Tech forces a 3 and out. And UCF's going to have to kick it away here. Georgia Tech's going to get the ball back with 4 minutes to go. And a chance to tie it up before the half. Is there a white Tonto stinger? No, there is not. Millis, I probably need to make one. Especially with Georgia and them playing coming up. But yeah, I do not have a white Tonto stinger. FSU fans celebrating Georgia Tech being competitive against a 6-win team. Boy, Florida State fans, man. Feel bad for them. Georgia Tech returns the punt for a couple of yards. That's about it to the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Nerds, 3:55 to go. They're down 7, looking to tie it up here, heading into halftime. They call me the Bird Man. Jeremy H. Thank you for hitting the PayPal link to help support the show, buddy. He says, Merry Christmas, Woo. Thanks for the great content all year. Jeremy, thanks for watching, buddy. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah. Send Uncle Lou a Christmas present. There you go. There's the PayPal. There's the Cash App. Send Uncle Lou a Christmas present. You'll be glad you did. 'Tis the season for giving. Don't forget I'm going to Vegas in January. William B. Thank you for the Cash App. See what William B has to say here. Maybe. What am I doing? It's possible I don't know what I'm doing. William B., thank you for the Cash App, sir. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope y'all enjoy the holidays. Hope you have a good one. Wearing the suit on the plane? No. We're going to wear... No. Uncle Lou, that's a long flight, and Uncle Lou sleeps on the plane. I wear something comfortable on the plane, but no, we're all going to wear it out one night in Vegas. I don't know what night. Wednesday night probably seems good to me, but I don't know. We'll figure it out, I guess, once we get there. But yeah, we all have Peaky Blinders suits. And we're all wearing them out in Vegas one night when we're there. Yeah, kickoff show tomorrow at 9 a.m. Yes. Are you going to go see the Sphere? I'm not going inside. The only show that's playing while we're there is that nature movie or something. So I'm not going to pay the $70 to go in and watch it, but I will go. I mean, I will see the Sphere from the outside while I'm there. Handoff on 1st and 10 for Georgia Tech picks up about 7 yards, coming up on a minute and a half to go now until halftime. A touchdown would tie things up here for the Nerds. They can somehow get it in. Second and 2. Ball on the UCF 44. Motion. Snap. On the ground again. I don't even know if he got the first down. Cirque du Soleil? No. That's the good thing about going with only guys. We don't have to waste time or money going to see that dumb shit. Like if we go, I gotta go see something like that. But I'm not. When the guys go, they don't give a shit. Touchdown, Nerds! A deep corner route, caught at the 2-yard line and into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Nerds are gonna tie things up here after a terrible first quarter, where Central Florida just went up and down the field. Georgia Tech couldn't get a first down. It looked like we were on our way to a blowout. Georgia Tech has come storming back in the second quarter, and they're an extra point away from tying this thing up with 56 seconds to go in that. Yeah, what's up, son? Tallahassee just exploded. Update the scoreboard? No, it updates automatically. Pay Lou, says Father Shuey. Yeah, it'd be a miracle if I win this bet, won't it? It didn't look good for me in the beginning. I have Georgia Tech -6. All right, still 56 seconds to go. All tied up 17 apiece. Unbelievable. Considering how bad Georgia Tech looked early in this one. The kick is away. This one's going to go into the end zone. Clown routine. Stumbled over his big red shoes. Touchback for Central Florida. If Michigan wins, it'll be the biggest upset win by a favorite in the history of football. No, I think Bama beating Georgia was the biggest upset in the history of favorites, or whatever you just said. Where Bowden is rolling over, Bobby Bowden is rolling over in his grave. Oh no. No, not live streaming any games tomorrow. None of them are any good. First down, Central Florida. I'm just doing the kickoff show at 9 a.m. and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Did UJ really opt out of their game with Oklahoma in favor of a cupcake nothing team? No, they didn't. Another first down for Central Florida. They're in the Georgia Tech territory already. Which playoff game do you think will be more interesting? I think they're both going to be great games. First and 10, right at midfield. 39 seconds to go. Referees blowing the whistle. Someone has called a timeout. Central Florida, that would be their last one. Who called the timeout? I don't know who called the timeout, but I'm guessing somebody called timeout. I think Michigan will lose by multiple scores, but the Texas-Washington game will be close, says Joe S. I think it was Georgia Tech who took that timeout. First and 10, Central Florida on the Georgia Tech 49, all tied up 17 apiece. 39 seconds to go till halftime. 4 wide for Central Florida. Plumlee in a shotgun. Snap, back to throw. Under pressure, has to get rid of it, incomplete. Second and 10. What's your take on LSU offensive coordinator going to Notre Dame? I think it's a good move for Notre Dame. I like that guy. What's his name? Roddick or whatever his name is. Goose Malzoon is still a clown. Uh-oh. Is that true? Oh, wow. Roughing the passer call on Georgia Tech. What a terrible time to take this penalty. He did hit him in the head. Man. Bad time to take that penalty. Wow. Instead of second and 10 from midfield, it's going to be first and 10 from the 35. 4 wide again, trips to the bottom. Motion. Plumlee in a shotgun. Snap, back to throw. Looking over the middle. Throws over the middle. Caught. First down inside the 20. Central Florida's got 1 timeout left. They probably want to save it in case they need to attempt a last-second field goal. 27 seconds and the clock is ticking. Back to throw again. Plumlee steps up in the pocket. Now runs inside the 15. Slides down at the 13, maybe the 12. 15 seconds to go. Why is the clock stopped? Central Florida took their last timeout. So with 15 seconds to go, Central Florida is looking at a 2nd and 3 from around the 12 or 13 yard line. No timeouts left for Central Florida and 15 seconds to go until halftime. You want to know what my take is on Georgia? I mean, you know they have the #1 class in the country. So, I mean, I have the same take anybody else has. It's an elite class. Transfer portal, they got that kid from Vandy. That wide receiver from Vandy. I guess, are they going to get ETN or what? 2nd and 3. for Central Florida. 15 seconds to go until halftime. All tied up 17 apiece. Back to throw. Plumlee looking into the end zone. Looking. Still looking. Now has to throw it away out of bounds. Nowhere to go with the ball. 8 seconds to go. 3rd and 3. They got time for one more pass into the end zone, and then they're going to have to kick a field goal. Georgia only got the number 1 recruiting list class this year because of volume. Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy. UJ only got the number 1 class this year because of volume. That's it. They just had more scholarships to give out. Ohio State and Bama had more rated players. All right, let's take a look. I'm sure you're right because you seem really smart. Average player rating. Oh, Georgia, number 1 with 93. Okay. All right. Average player rating, 93.58. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Bama. Number 4, Texas A&M. Number 5, Texas. Cry, type, rinse, repeat. Keep doing it over and over again until your eyeballs bleed and your fingers fall off, fucking idiot. Highest per player average, Georgia, 93.58. But yeah, they're only number 1. They're only number 1. They're only number 1 because of volume or whatever you said. How about you turn your volume down, dummy? Turn your volume down, you fucking idiot. God damn. Do you always just make shit up? Do you always just make shit up? 5-star dummy. Uh-oh. I missed the end of the first half educating that 5-star dummy, but somehow Central Florida managed to neither score a touchdown or a field goal. What happened? Somebody tell me in the chat what happened in that. Which good team will Georgia ducktail and run away from in order to play a lesser team? Well, the lesser team that Georgia's going to play next year is Oklahoma. That's the, or Texas. Then the year after that, it'll be Oklahoma. But the only thing Georgia not playing Oklahoma accomplished was Oklahoma being 10-2 instead of 9-3. There's not a soul on planet Earth who thinks Oklahoma is better than Georgia. You don't even think that. You're just mentally retarded. No. Do I still use Comcast? No. Does anybody still use Comcast? If so, why? If so, why? I don't know why anybody in their right mind would use that.
It's not even called Comcast anymore. It's called Xfinity, isn't it?
Well, a key word there, too, is right mind.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't in their right mind. Lou, tell me a bit on JDJ to Kentucky. Is that a good pickup? Yeah, it's a good pickup. John Dumas Johnson's been a starting linebacker at Georgia for 2 years. You know how hard it is to do that? You know how good you have to be started inside linebacker at UGA? He's really good. Be the best inside linebacker Kentucky's had in our lifetimes, probably. Hey, Doodler. Came back creeping, didn't you? Yeah, Ted, that's the third time you've said that, and it's just as stupid now as it was the first time you said it. Georgia isn't number one in recruiting. They just got rated because of volume. Yeah, that's just retarded. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to show it. Average player rating, Georgia 93.58. That's higher than anyone else. Alabama was 2, Miami 3. We just did this 10 seconds ago, dummy. Ted, if you stand in front of a mirror and breathe, does it fog up? Only when your mother stands behind me. My mother's dead, Ted. She died 3 Christmases ago. FSU gonna dominate the overrated puppies. Yeah, I wish you had money or access to your mom's debit card, John Curtis, because I bet you any amount of money. But the problem is, you don't have any. FSU going to dominate. Yeah, right. Yeah, little Whitey, you don't believe that either. You're another one that won't bet $1. Not sure who's dumber, Ted or all the Michigan fans trying to tell me J.J. McCarthy is good. Miami probably threw $10 million at Jeremiah Smith and it still didn't matter, says Joe S. Pet Sasquatch says he's getting old. Welcome to the club, buddy. I passed getting old a while ago. I'm just actually old now. Only 294 in here. Yeah, there should be more. Should be more. Jeffrey says, I think the Dogs will have the game won by halftime. Which team has the better black and gold unis? Not Tech. It'll be funny watching the JJ Doomsdayers explain the Rose the day after. Dude, keep it up. There's a lot of shows out there, but not many like you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's probably a good thing there's not a bunch of Uncle Lou's running around. It's hard enough to handle just one of me. I doubt I could put up with myself. You think I could?
No.
No. There's no way.
Absolutely not.
There's no way. I couldn't put up with myself.
No way whatsoever. No.
Oh, that's all right as a Gamecock fan. That's all right. You're not boycotting. No, you're not boycotting anything. You're fake boy. You're internet raging again. You're not boycotting anything. FSU is in the process right now of trying to get out of the ACC and join the SEC. If they do, every single Florida State game that's played will be on that channel that you're pretending to boycott. Stop embarrassing yourself in the comments section. You're watching the Super Bowl, you're watching the Super Bowl halftime show, and you're watching the Orange Bowl. The more people type about things they're not, when people type about things they're not watching, that's a sure sign that they are watching it, 100%. Get the hell off ESPN. ESPN doesn't have anything to do with the fact that Florida State's not in the playoffs, no matter how much crying about it you do. How she put up with you, Lou? I have no idea. You'd have to ask her. How many quitters didn't play in this game tonight? You know, I'm not sure on that, to be honest. I'm not sure how many quitters Georgia Tech or Central Florida had. No, this isn't a Dodgers hat. I'm not a baseball fan. This isn't a Dodgers hat. I don't know. I filled it up before I left, but I don't know. Who knows? That's right. Tell him, Ben. It's a Los Angeles hat. It's got nothing to do with the Dodgers. Lou, who you got in the Notre Dame versus Oregon State game? Both quarterbacks are not playing or opting out. You mean they're quitting? That's what the word you're looking for is quitting. I'm going to take Notre Dame. Do you watch any other college sports besides football, like baseball or basketball? Baseball, I watch none. Basketball, I watch very little regular season basketball. Sometimes I'll bet on a college basketball game, and so I'll watch it in the regular season. But I watch postseason college basketball. The conference tournaments and the NCAA tournament. Yeah, I don't know why people keep asking about the Dodgers. I don't care anything about the Dodgers or baseball at all. This is a Los Angeles hat. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. Baseball needs a salary cap or it's dying, says Joe S. Yeah. Yeah. The Dodgers spent $1 billion on 2 players. It's ridiculous. Well, Uncle Lou's a secret UTEP fan. It's not even a secret. It's not even a secret. Yeah, the people that are mad at the Dodgers for spending all that money, I would love to hear about how much they love capitalism. I'd love to hear that. I don't think Brock will play in the Orange Bowl. Lou, what's up with all these baseball hats? I don't have any baseball hats. The whole world is taking Alabama. They only watched the Georgia game. They didn't watch the Auburn game, obviously.
Someone wants to know if you have all the FBS teams mini helmets.
All the FBS? No. I've got all the Power 5. I've got all the Power 5, plus I've got all the ACC, which isn't the same. But I've got all the Power 5, all the ACC, and a lot of the Group of 5, and a handful of FCS. Get a Troy helmet when they beat Duke. Troy? I do not have a Troy helmet. I don't have a Troy helmet. Isn't the ACC and FCS the same? Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. FSU gonna find a way out. They already found their way out. $450 million. They just can't afford it. So they're suing instead. Do you have the Rice Owls helmet? No, I do not have Rice. Do not have Rice. Watched any new movies? You know, I don't think so. No, I don't think I've seen a new movie in a while. Yeah, that's right, Mrs. Pete. 572 million. So they already found their way out. They just can't afford it. So instead, they're going to court to try to sue because that's what people do. That's what people do. You don't like the outcome of something, sue. Coffee too hot, sue. Signed a contract but then changed your mind, sue. Watch The Sound of Freedom? No, I don't watch propaganda. What going on with Pac-2 next season? I don't know. I don't know. Beck over or under 350 yards passing? Under. Under 350. Doesn't say anything on the back Velcro strap. Will Brock Bowers play against FSU? I don't think so. He hasn't said one way or the other, but I don't think he will. FSU will get a settlement of less than $300 million. If FSU doesn't like it, then they do discovery. Let the show begin. Yeah, you've got it all figured out. I don't like Tennessee being poverty. Can I sue? Yes, I would. If I was a Tennessee fan, I would have been looking for somebody to sue a long time ago. ETN to UGA, that seems to be the rumor. Tennessee should sue Michigan for getting Joe Milton. Uncle Lou, is it fake news that Kirby is interested in the Falcons job? You know how embarrassing it is that you even had to ask that? Stop believing memes you see on the internet. Is Bowers a quitter or just simply injured? I think he's injured. Bowers is going to the NFL. Yeah, I think so. I think if he's healthy enough to play in the bowl game, he'll play. If he's not, he won't. Same with Ladd McConkey. Lincoln Riley would love a call from the Chargers. That call is going to Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, there's no truth to the Kirby thing. That's literally was started by a college football troll group on Facebook. It's just a meme someone made up. Uncle Lou, should you sue if the rent is too damn high? No, you run for Congress if the rent is too high. Or what was it, Congress or president? I forget. At the end of the season, Florida State will have the longest win streak in college football. Kirby might be the next USC coach. Yeah. Can I sue for FSU fans irritating me? Yes. Counter sue, actually. They're already suing. So if you sued, you would be counter suing. You could actually, college football fans could do a class action lawsuit against Florida State fans for being irritating. Georgia 70, Florida State 3? No, it's not going to be anything like that. I don't think. The college football committee will let Florida State in the playoff again if they get a real Seminole mascot. I've been telling them that for years, Eli. They won't listen. Until they get that white boy off of that horse, Florida State can expect more of the same. I think dogs will show Florida State why they're not in the top 4, just like we showed TCU. I'm filing a lawsuit against Miami fans for misappropriation of ducks. Yeah. What's it called when you steal somebody else's culture? Miami's doing that with ducks. Can we just shut down the FSU program? Well, they're threatening to shut it down themselves. We might not have to shut it down. They might shut it down themselves. They're so damn mad. I don't blame Florida State fans for being mad, and they have every right to be mad and upset. The funny part, the ridiculous part, and the part I can't stop laughing about is the nonstop conspiracy theories that they cling on to like an infant clinging to a security blanket. I think Georgia Tech is going to complete the comeback. They've been doing special things when they go to the Sunshine State this year. I hope so, Jackpot. I took Georgia Tech -6, and in the first quarter, I was feeling like a 5-star dummy. Now I'm feeling kind of like a genius, to be honest. Someone forgot to tell Florida State that the ACC is on a playoff ban after Clemson got blown out in the 2020 playoffs. Oh, God. 1st and 10 for the Nerds in the red zone already. Now inside the 20 to the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. 2nd down coming up for Georgia Tech. All tied 17 apiece, 3rd quarter underway. NCAA will make Michigan ineligible for the college football playoff at the last moment for their infractions and bring Florida State into the playoffs, says Stick D's. Yeah, it's not going to happen. The NCAA doesn't have any control over the college football playoffs. 2nd and 8 on the ground again for Georgia Tech. Picks up about 3, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 coming up now for the Nerds. FSU suing over grant of rights when they have no rights. Wrapping presents and listening in, says Huffer Billy Paul. Yeah, I still got a few to wrap myself. Well, by me, I mean her. 3rd and 5. Haynes King's going to keep, and he's going to be short by a yard. It's going to be 4th and 1 at the 12-yard line for Georgia Tech. Where do you think the nickname Rambling Wreck came from, Lou? Got no idea. No idea. When Nick Saban leaves, Bama's going down, says Jaden St. Thomas. You don't need rights to sue. No, you just need standing. You just need standing. Uncle Lou, as a UJ fan, how many more do you think we will have to lose to the portal and or the draft? We need to be of the new class and going after transfers. Oh, I don't know. We'll probably lose around 20 total. You know, the court case will be held in Florida. Kind of benefits FSU, not to mention the political pressure for the judge to rule in favor. I don't know. I don't know where the court case will be held. The ACC offices are in Charlotte. I don't know where the court case will be held. Does ESPN control college football? No, that's something that low-level IQ, brain-dead people whose teams can't win like to say, though. But no, ESPN does not control college football. Can we put FSU at 13 next year, even if they undefeated? Boo Corrigan will be the judge. Well, he's an athletic director at a school in the ACC. And he's also the president of the College Football Playoff Committee. Texas is 3rd in recruiting, question mark. I don't know. Let's look. I think Texas is 5th, ain't they? 6th. Is this right? Someone forgot to tell FSU that the... Oh, yeah, we read that already. Depends on what site you look at. I only use 24/7. Overall, Texas is 3rd. Overall, Texas is 6th. And it's right here in front of you. Literally right there in front of you. I'll leave it up for a minute and study it like it's the map of the Chesapeake Bay or something.
Make sure you study it hard.
I've got it memorized. Study that. Study it. You good now? You're supposed to use whatever service has your team the highest. No, I use 24/7. That's all I ever use. Lou, these folks that are pulling for Alabama to win the national championship is not going to help UJ just because they're in the SEC. Yeah, that's not what it's about. It's about conference pride for people. That's all. No one thinks Bama winning is going to help Florida or Georgia or whoever other team. That has nothing to do with it. Is Miami coming back? Back where? Lou, do you think FSU will go back to being an independent? No. The FSU can't do anything. They can't join the SEC, the Big Ten, go into nothing until they get out of the grant of rights. Period. End of story. So until that happens, they're not doing anything but staying in the ACC. They could leave the ACC tomorrow, but they would not be allowed to be shown on TV. So they're just, until they get out of the grant of rights, nothing is happening. Nothing at all, except Florida State's playing their ACC schedule like they've been doing until they figure out a way to get out of that grant of rights. Because if they leave the ACC without getting out of the grant of rights, their games cannot be televised. Has Josh Pate ever given a real opinion? No. No. Third and 5 for UCF. Georgia Tech up by 3. Pass complete, just enough for a first down. Keeps this drive alive for Central Florida. Texas is not going 6-6 next year. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look at their schedule to figure out what I think their record might be, but there's no way they're going 6-6. Do you Clemson, what does that say? Do you Clemson will be an SEC newcomer in the next handful of years? No. No. I don't. No, I don't. Unless the ACC dissolves or they figure out how to get out of the grant of rights, Clemson and FSU and every other team in the ACC will still be in the ACC in a couple of years. No, the chairs came with the lights. Yeah. Lights on the cup holder. There's lights on, but you can't see, but there's lights underneath the chairs too. But no, they come with that. But for what those chairs cost, it should come with more lights, to be honest. Uh-oh, big play, Central Florida. Down inside the 30 at the 28. Big play by Central Florida. Who will land Evan Stewart from Texas A&M? Somebody with a pass-happy offense who has proven that they value elite wide receivers. So Bama, Ohio State, Ole Miss, somebody like that. It won't be somebody like Georgia who has 9 wide receivers that get 300 yards each. Texas toughest game next year, home versus Georgia, at Texas A&M, Michigan, Red River Shootout. Yeah, Texas will, I mean, I can't see Texas winning less than 8 games. Do we know for sure what Quinn Ewers is doing? Because that has a lot to do with it, too. If Quinn Ewers is coming back, that's obviously a big benefit. We don't know anything about Arch Manning. Maybe he ends up being really, really good, but we don't know that. That's why it's so hard to do predictions right now. You don't even know what players are going to be on these teams next year. 3rd and 6 for UCF. They're on the Georgia Tech 25. They trail by 3. Come on, nerds. Back to throw. Short of a first down. It's going to be half a yard short. 4th and less than a yard. Hand off. Picks up the first down. Gains about 3. Lou, is this the hardest we have ever had it next year with a schedule? No. I mean, how hard your schedule is made up of 2 different things. How good or bad you are, and then how good or bad the teams you're playing are. So if a team is terrible, their schedule can be tough, really regardless of who they play. So I'd have to go back and look through every single year of Georgia history. You find find a period of time when they were really bad. Their schedule could be harder than it is now because they were worse. Georgia doesn't get any credit for beating the 9th team, the 10th team, the 11th team, the 12th team right now because they were ranked number 1. So I'd have to go back and look at every year of the schedule. Wow, there was a penalty on Central Florida. They had to replay the 4th down, and they threw an incomplete pass. So Central Florida goes all the way down the field but comes up empty, and they're still down 3. Georgia Tech 20, Central Florida 17, halfway through the 3rd quarter. Can't wait for Lou's next Florida State video. Yeah, I'll probably make a couple of them this week, to be honest. And then, I'll probably make one more Florida State video, and then the hype and hate video probably next Friday, a week from today. Are Brock and Ladd playing in the Orange Bowl? I have no idea. It hasn't been announced one way or the other. My guess would be that they're not, but I'm not real sure. What playoff game has me the most intrigued? I don't know about the most. You're talking about non-playoff games? I mean, there's several interesting ones. I like, is it Arizona and Oklahoma? It could be a good one. Southern Cal and, who's Southern Cal playing? Is it Louisville? Ohio State and Missouri, I think, is really interesting. What about Ole Miss and Penn State? Yeah, that'll be a good one. Imagine how many SEC versus SEC matchups you'll have in a 12-team playoff. Well, the SEC will get, on average, probably 3 teams in. Georgia fears Oklahoma. They keep dodging. Yeah, they beat Oklahoma the last time they played them. They're way better than Oklahoma, but somehow afraid to play them. That makes perfect sense. Is Auburn still paying the Gus buyout? I don't think so. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're still paying that. Lou, have you heard from Slimy Hot Boy? No, I haven't heard from him all season long. He called in a couple of times in the off season, but once the season started, it was radio silence for Slimy Hot Boy. Hadn't heard from him. Lawsuit ends with a whimper and not a bang, says Pat. I think he's talking about Florida State. With Dylan Gabriel going to Oregon, and Oregon now a member of the Big Ten, do you foresee them with a winning record next year? Do I think Oregon will have a winning record? Yes, of course they will. Is Joshua Miller playing in the Orange Bowl? I have no idea who that is. I have no clue who that is. Hope Clemson don't barn burn with Kentucky. I'd be disappointed. Clemson should beat Kentucky. First and 10 for Georgia Tech. Handoff right up the gut. Picks up about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up now for Georgia Tech. They're on their own 36-yard line. Central Florida comes away empty-handed after a pretty good drive there. Going for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. Back to Georgia Tech, who has a 3-point lead with 7:50 to go in the third quarter. Nerds 20, UCF 17. If Michigan beats Ohio State again next season, does Ryan Day get fired? People keep asking that. No, Ryan Day is never getting fired for losing to Michigan. Ever. It's never going to happen. You want to know if Ohio State goes 11-1, makes the playoffs, but loses to Clemson, Michigan, is Ryan Day getting fired? That's just a dumb question. What Georgia portal entry surprised me? Jamon Dumas-Johnson. 1st and 10 for the Nerds. Pistol formation. Motion. Snap. Play action pass. Haynes King. Throws deep. Did he catch it or did it hit the ground? Or was it intercepted? Intercepted? Wow. Oh, that's on the ground, yeah. That's going to be an incomplete pass. That hit the ground. I know Georgia Tech isn't great, but they are getting better, Lou. Well, yeah, they didn't win 3 games. They didn't go 3-9 this year. That's an improvement. They are getting better. Lou, in your younger years, did you actually play any football? I only played through high school. That was it. I didn't play it at the college level. Auburn is still paying Gus Malzahn $2.7 million per year until next year per buyout, says Larry Benton. They're doing better than Nebraska. At least they made a bowl game. Facts. Facts. Georgia Tech needs to lower their academic standards to get the real deal players. Yeah, that's just an excuse that teams use when they can't win. Notre Dame's made the playoffs. They've got academic standards. It's just an excuse that teams use when they can't win, or when they lose a recruiting battle, or when they lose a game or something like that. They want to do the spelling bee excuse. As an Alabama fan, the Georgia transfers seem crazy. They lose 1 in 30 games and 20 players jump ship. Well, I don't know how long you've been an Alabama fan, Pat, but Alabama lost 23 players to the portal after last season. And they're going to lose about 20 after this season as well. So, Alabama's in the players don't leave the portal until after the playoffs when you're talking about a playoff team. So it's I don't know why anybody is surprised that a team that recruits in the top 3 every single year is losing 15 to 20 backups to the portal. It's going to happen every single year to every single team that recruits in the top 3 and 4. Why do coaches who get paid these huge buyouts go coach elsewhere? That's just not retire with all that money. Well, a lot of times they can't go coach somewhere else, at least for a certain amount of time, where they forfeit their buyout. It just depends how the contract is written. But that's why a lot of times when you see a coach get fired, that's why they go to TV. That's why you find them on TV, or they take an analyst. Remember when Butch Jones took a job as an analyst at Alabama? It was because in Butch Jones's contract, if he made anything over $150,000 a year, that amount of money came off of what Tennessee had to owe him. So he took a job as an analyst at Alabama for $149,000 a year, so he could still collect his full buyout from Tennessee. But it depends how the contracts are written. Lou, did you know Oregon plays 13 regular season games next year? I did not know that, nor do I believe it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That does say 13. How are they getting away with that? How are they getting away with that? They're playing Hawaii. That's why. It's because they're playing Hawaii. You're allowed to play 13 games if one of your games is against Hawaii. Lou, do you think any other big names will hit the portal for UJ, and what rumored player do you want us to get the most? I have no idea about who's going to go into the portal, out of the portal, to Georgia, away from Georgia. I've got no clue. No idea. What does my dad have in common with Slimy? They both can't be found, says Project Dynasty. Well, maybe your dad is slimy. Hot boy, I don't know.
Wow.
That's terrible, though.
That is terrible.
As a Tennessee fan, we need to play Hawaii, says Jack Longley. Wow, they ruled that an interception. I can't believe that. They ruled that an interception. I'm really surprised by Ole Miss going to do some serious damage. Ole Miss will be a contender to make the playoffs next year. First and 10 for Central Florida following that interception. I can't believe they upheld that. Snap. Back to throw. Plumlee. Complete. No, incomplete. In and out of the hands of the receiver. Second and 10 now. Still your score. Georgia Tech 20, Central Florida 17. 6:54 to go in the third. You think LSU's a playoff contender next year? No. 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 Hell no. No. They can't go independent. If they go independent, their games can't be on TV. They have to get out of the grant of rights. Any theory beyond that is a waste of fucking time. Florida State has to get out of the grant of rights. Period. The ACC owns Florida State's TV rights through 2032. If Florida State plays anywhere besides in the ACC, if they play for another conference, if they play as an independent, none of their games can be on TV until or unless Florida State finds a way to get out of the grant of rights. So all these theories about they're going to this conference or that conference or independent is irrelevant. None of it matters. Unless they get out of the grant of rights, they're playing an ACC schedule for the foreseeable future. What kind of season do you think the Vols will have next year? Bounce back or another 7-5? They weren't 7-5 this year, were they? Were they 8-4? I'm not doing. I don't do next year predictions during this season. I don't know who's going to be on Tennessee's roster, nor do you. And every single team that Tennessee plays, you don't know who's going to be on their roster. We're in the middle of transfer portal season. There's another signing day in February. There's another transfer portal window in May. It's just predicting records right now is a complete and total waste of time. First and 10. Plumlee's going to keep it on the ground, forced out of bounds after a gain of about 5. Second down coming up for Central Florida. Did Ole Miss beat anybody good last year? I know they lost to Georgia and Bama. Depends on what your definition of good is. They were 10-2 and finished in the top 10, didn't they? If we had a 12-team playoff this year, Ole Miss would be in it. So I don't know if that answers your question or not. Plumlee sacked on 2nd and 5 for a big loss all the way back to his own 31-yard line. And it looks like another nerd player is down, holding his arm. Doesn't look good. He's squirming around. Let's hope he's okay, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain. I see at least 2 Big Ten teams always in the playoffs starting next year and beyond. Yeah, I'd bet every dime I have that there will be at least 2 Big Ten teams and at least 2 SEC teams in every single playoff in the foreseeable future. Uncle Lou, what was on your menu for dinner tonight? We did takeout from Logan's today. She had to work most of the day today, and I've been out of town and didn't get back until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we just did takeout today. What do you think the over-under for LSU wins will be next year? Jesus Christ.
Y'all better stop.
Does Billy Napier get fired during the season or after the season? During the season, but at the end of the season. I think Billy Napier will be fired in November. I think he'll be fired in November. Michigan is losing at least 2 next year, says Anthony. After he loses to UGA. How bad does UGA beat FSU? 2 or 3 scores, 2 or 3 touchdowns. Y'all realize guessing next year before we know rosters is silly. Yeah, tell them, Paul. Notre Dame going 12-0 next season. Well, Notre Dame's going 12-0 next season every season. That's why they're on the We're Back list. We already know Notre Dame's going 12-0 every single year in the offseason. You guys should have heard the shit Octavian was spewing on the Rob and Kale Collins show the other night. Nothing surprises me when it comes to Octavian. Lou, how can you predict Billy Napier will get fired next November, but you can't give us an LSU win prediction? The fact that you even have to ask that is a little alarming. Next season is always the best season, says Larry Benton. Glass always half full in the offseason for Texas, Notre Dame, Miami, and Tennessee. That's a fact. I mean, it just always is. Nobody rules the offseason like Notre Dame fans, Tennessee fans, Texas fans, and Miami fans. Third and 14 for Central Florida on their own 33. Come on, nerds, make a play here. Back to throw. Plumlee deflected at the line and falls incomplete. I think he was hit as he was throwing that one. 4th and 14. Central Florida's going to have to punt it away. 5:38 to go. Georgia Tech's up by 3, but that's not enough. I need Georgia Tech to score a touchdown. Okay? We need Georgia Tech to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just making sure you knew.
Yeah.
We need Georgia Tech to score a touchdown here.
Let's go, nerds.
May have to add Colorado fans to the offseason Hall of Fame. Yeah, them in Florida are next to go on the list, I think. 4th and 14. They kick it away. Punt fielded and returned for a loss of about a yard or 2. Georgia Tech will take over just inside their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10, nerds. They're up 3. Yeah, Texas is coming off the We're Back list for next season. Notre Dame, Miami, and Tennessee are staying on it, and we're going to add a 4th team to take Texas's spot. Lou, with the schedule SEC teams have, how many head coaches' jobs will be open? I say 4. Florida, maybe Arkansas, maybe South Carolina. I don't know who else. I can't think of anybody. I can't think of anywhere else that would be looking to make a change after next year. Florida's a possibility. Arkansas is a possibility. South Carolina's a possibility. But I don't think it'll be 4. Vandy, maybe Vandy. Yeah, maybe Vandy. Third and 8 for the Nerds. They're on their own 27. Haynes King's gonna run and a spin move to pick up the first down. Look at Haynes King. Hit the circle button on him. Look, watch this. Circle button. Wow. Look at that nerd go. Yeah. Go, nerd, go. All right, come on, Georgia Tech. We need a touchdown on this drive. Let's go. Uh-oh, nice run. That's going to be a first down with forward progress. First and 10, Georgia Tech after that nice play on the ground there. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're up 3 over Central Florida, 20-17. 4 wide here. Ball on their own 47. Haynes King in a shotgun. Motion. Snap. Another handoff. Another pretty good run. About 5 yards this time. 2nd and 5 coming up now for Tech. Shane Beamer is a goofball. He belongs at Disney World. Or at Florida State. Doesn't Florida State has a circus school? Maybe Beamer can go there and work on his clown routine. First down for Georgia Tech to the Central Florida 42-yard line. Yeah, Florida State's got a circus college. Maybe Shane Beamer should go there. Perfect his clown routine. Trying to sync up with the game. What's my timestamp? 207, 206, 205, 204, 203, 202, 201, 2, 159, 58, 57, 156. On the ground again for the Nerds inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. 2nd down coming up for Georgia Tech. Do they have a class in beating elephants? Who, Florida State? I have no idea. Ohio State need a rebuild as well. Shane Beamer is more of a Dollar General variety of clown, more likely to be found at a county fair somewhere than a high-class joint like Disney World. Ah, damn, jackpot. 2nd and 5 on the ground again for Georgia Tech. Not much there that time. Might have gained a yard. 3rd down coming up for the Nerds. Dan Mullen would be the clown teacher at that school. I'm not joking about Florida State having a clown college. That's 100% true. I hope y'all know that. I'm not trolling or trash talking. Florida State 100% has a clown college. They have a circus school. I'm dead serious.
I mean, I believe
yeah,
you.
You can take trapeze and there's a class where you can learn. There's a class where you can learn to drive that motorcycle inside the steel cage.
Wow, what? You know, trapeze sounds interesting.
I'm serious. They had the high wire, the whole deal. Yeah, I'm not making it up. People think I'm making it up. That's 100%. Y'all can Google it right now. But Florida State has a circus school. I call it a clown college. I guess that's trolling, but they have an actual circus school. Yeah, it's exactly right, Jay. It's an endowment from P.T. Barnum, from the Barnum and Bailey
Yeah, Barnum and
people.
Bailey.
Yeah, and you can go there and walk the trapeze, and like if you ever wondered how can they put 45 clowns inside one of those little bitty cars, they learned that shit at Florida State. They learned that shit at Florida State. All that shit they do at the circus just blows your mind. They learned that. Yeah. Florida State's got all the secrets. Third and 3 coming up for the Nerds. I need them to pick up this first down here. Let's keep this drive alive, Tech. Come on now. I need you to score here. Preferably a touchdown. Haynes King in a shotgun. Waiting on the ball. Motion. Snap. Quarterback keep. Big run for Haynes King. Inside the 20 down to the 17. And probably going to get him with a horse collar too. Yep, there it is. Yeah, and you can see him limping. That's why you can't do that. You can really tear somebody's legs up with that horse collar tackle. And he's limping a little too. Let's hope he's okay. Yeah, you can really hurt somebody with that horse collar. Oh.
Oh, God. That did not look good. I don't think your knee's supposed to bend that way.
That's going to make it first and goal for the Nerds, though. They ought to be able to just keep it on the ground. I know they got a new quarterback in. Haynes King is out, but they ought to be able to just keep this thing on the ground and score here. First and goal from the 9. Handoff. Nope, quarterback's going to keep. Up close to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up now for Georgia Tech.
All right, come on, Nerds.
Lou, Kiffin as a head coach to Florida or Bama first? I guess I'd go with Florida because I'm convinced that Florida's going to be hiring a new head coach after the 24 season. I have no idea how much longer Saban's going to hold on at Bama. Somebody just posted the link to Florida State Circus College in the chat. I'm not making it up. I mean, I guess y'all can click the link I get, but I'm not making it up. Do they have lion taming? I don't know. Good question. I don't know. Don't know. Arizona will be your Big 12 champ next year. Noah Fafita will be a Heisman contender. You heard it here first. Well, unlike most people who type, you heard it here first, I will admit that is the first I've heard of that. I will admit that's the first I heard of that. How's Arizona winning the Big 12 whenever Colorado's winning the Big 12, though? That's what I want to know. Colorado was winning the Big 12. Big 12 is going to be interesting next year. I do think the Big 12 is kind of wide open next year. I like Arizona, though. I do think they're going to be good next year. FSU lion taming is just a guy in a suit saying roar.
Oh, that's a good one.
Deion and his 6 recruits, yeah. Lou, if JDJ was healthy, would Georgia have beaten the Gumps? Oh, I don't know. Everybody's got injuries in December, man. I'm sure there was Alabama was without people. Jamon Dumas Johnson didn't miss a field goal for Georgia. I know that. And Jamon Dumas Johnson didn't fumble the ball in his own red zone. You want to know who's winning the Heisman next year? Why not? What about the year? I don't know who's winning it next year. I know who's winning 2028. I can tell you who's winning it in 2028. I don't know who's winning it next year, though. No idea. Georgia's about to beat the shit out of Florida State. Yeah, I would agree with that. What's my opinion of Bobo? I think he did a great job. Second and goal for the Nerds, just outside the 5. Handoff right up the gut, down to the 3. It's going to be third and goal coming up for the Nerd.
Big Bunker, why are you just standing outside the room when you know you can be coming in your room, man?
Did they score?
Doesn't look like it. No. It's like.
Fourth down from the 1.
Yeah.
Come on, go for it, Nerds.
Right.
Oh, they got Haynes King back in the game. Come on, Nerds. Come on, Nerds. Let's go. Go for it. Have some balls about yourself, Nerds. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Snap.
There
Touchdown,
we go.
Nerds.
Touchdown,
Let's go.
Nerds.
How about that? How about them Nerds? Boy, I tell you, I don't think anybody tries harder than Georgia Tech. I don't. They try really hard. Let's go, Nerds. Extra point's going to make it 27-17. How many is that?
What's that? I'm sorry.
27-17?
7. 27. Oh, 27-17. Sorry. 10.
10?
Yes.
That's
10.
more than 6.5?
That's more than 6.5.
Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou. Candy. I'm eating candy. I know it's fucking. I'm a grown ass man. There's nothing to eat here.
Well, you've been out of town.
You won't go to the store. Oh, who remembers these? I thought you ate all these. I found one in the
worked all
bottom.
day, buddy.
I found
okay?
one in the bottom.
I worked
Y'all
all
remember
day.
these?
Rolos. I love Rolos.
Y'all remember them Rolos? Magic the Gathering or a Ding-a-Ling car wash? I'll be honest with you. Give me the Ding-a-Ling car wash, man. I'm not doing that Magic the Gathering shit. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm not doing that Magic the Gathering and that
bold.
Pokemon shit. No.
That is bold.
I'm not
there.
doing it.
Bold.
Here's the thing. It probably takes a long time to do Magic the Gathering. I can run through that Ding-a-Ling car wash with my eyes closed in about 5 seconds and just be done with
It
it.
doesn't matter. You still know exactly what's going on
Nah.
and exactly what's like hitting your body.
I'll take the Ding-a-Ling car wash. I'm not doing no Magic the Gathering shit.
That's bold.
Worst candy? That's easy. Candy corn.
Yes.
Candy corn is nasty.
Candy corn is gross. Ugh.
Tootsie Rolls? Yeah, like Tootsie Rolls aren't great, that's for sure.
I love
But they're
Tootsie
nowhere
Rolls.
near the worst to me.
I love Tootsie Rolls. Let me see Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. Hey, Seth, thanks, buddy. You too, man. Merry Christmas, buddy. Throwing hands. I'm sorry. I must have missed your super chat from earlier. I'm just now seeing it. He says Merry Christmas as well. Thank you, Throwing Hands. Irish, which could be any Irish person, really. They all like to drink and throw hands. But, yeah, I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to y'all, too. Strawberry bonbons. Yeah, those aren't very good. Really, bonbons in general. Bonbons and jujubes.
Jujubes aren't that bad.
Happy Hanukkah, though.
Happy Hanukkah! Although Hanukkah's over.
You think Celine Driver got any jujubes for Hanukkah?
Couldn't tell you. Are they kosher?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right, Seth. Black licorice is gross.
I don't like any licorice at all. You know what else is nasty?
Don't say it.
And you can argue with your mom about it. Twizzlers.
I love Twizzlers!
All
Stop
Twizzlers
it.
is licorice.
It's not black licorice though.
All licorice is disgusting.
No, Twizzlers are amazing. I love Twizzlers. I always have to have Twizzlers when I go to the movies.
Twizzlers ain't no good.
I love Twizzlers.
It's
Now,
like eating a
they
fucking...
have to be the regular Twizzlers though. They can't be the pull and peel ones. The
It's
pull and
like
peel
eating a fucking pipe cleaner.
You know what is not a good candy? Pez.
That isn't even candy, it's chalk.
Thank you. No, Pez. My kids love Pez. Pez is disgusting. It tastes like medicine. Yeah, I'm with you, JR. I love Milk Duds too.
Pez is so bad, they literally had to put it inside of a toy just to get kids to eat it.
My kids love it though. They love it. But yeah, I don't like Pez.
Twizzlers are disgusting.
That's right, Jesus Christ Home Slice. The cherry Twizzlers are bussin', as the kids would say.
13 and a half minutes. Nerds up by 10, which is more than 6.5. Uh-oh, big play on the ground by a little bitty feller. On 1st and 15, they pick up about 12 yards. Look at this little bitty guy. Look at him. Is that Kevin Hart? They got Kevin Hart on scholarship at UCF. Second and 3 now for UCF on their own 32. They need to get to 35. Snap. Another handoff to Mighty Mite, and he's thrown down after a gain of about 1. This time, they didn't put this little Mighty Mite in the game, and I kind of like him. 3rd and 2 coming up for Central Florida, though, in 2. I could choke you to death with a Charleston Chew. Chicky, 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 Slim Shady. Hotter than a set of twin babies.
I love Charleston
And a Mercedes Benz when the window's up, when the temp goes up to the mid-80s. First down, Central Florida. I don't watch baseball. Or like baseball. Or wear baseball hats.
No, Grandpa.
Whoppers?
I don't like Whoppers.
How'd that be? Y'all like 100 grands?
That's not. I wouldn't consider that Grandpa candy though. I consider those Werther's originals as Grandpa candy.
Let's go, nerds!
Let's go.
Let's go, nerds! Referee says incomplete, though. What are we doing?
That didn't look incomplete to me.
Oh, wait a minute. The guy caught it from out of bounds, I think is what happened. Yeah. Yeah. He came from out of bounds and made, yeah, that's not an interception. The best Easter there is no good Easter candy. All Easter themed candy except for chocolate Easter bunnies is not any good. Cadbury eggs are not any good.
Yeah, I'm not huge on
Whatever, any other Easter candy.
Peeps.
God,
those
those smushy
Peeps.
marshmallow
Yes.
looking things. Boy, those things are straight doo-doo.
Man, that's
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Those Peeps are straight doo-doo. The only good Easter candy is just milk chocolate Easter bunnies. And then you gotta eat his head off, and then you gotta eat his asshole, and it's fucking weird. And I want to know for real, and I'm being serious, no trolling. I don't think anybody's ever eaten a whole Easter bunny. I threw away every one I ever got. I don't think I ever ate even half. I don't eat a lot of chocolate, though.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
there's
you
some
don't eat
fat
chocolate.
slob-looking fuck. But has anybody ever eaten an entire chocolate Easter bunny?
I mean,
And if you do, how much per month do you spend on insulin with your diabetes? Diabetes.
the freaking Reese's Easter bunnies are the bomb. The bomb. Cadbury eggs are gross.
Anything with peanut butter in it's good.
Yeah.
Any of them Reese's cups or Reese's pieces. Any of that's good. Yep.
Can anybody actually tell me the filling inside a Cadbury egg? Because that's
Old
yeah.
milk.
Huh?
Old milk.
I mean, that's
It's curdled milk.
It's ugh.
Cadbury eggs ain't no good. Cadbury eggs ain't no good. Oh, you know what else is no good either? Anything with coconut in it. What's
Stop it.
What's the candy bar with coconut in
Almond
it?
Joys.
Almond Joy, that shit no good.
Oh.
What about Baby
delicious.
Ruth?
No, Baby Ruth doesn't have coconut.
No. Okay. Baby Ruth's still not any good though.
Baby Ruths are good. I
No.
love Baby Ruths.
Nah.
Baby Ruth. Baby Ruth.
Oh, who likes? This is something that a lot of people don't like, but I do. Butterfingers. You like Butterfingers?
I like
The
Butterfingers.
candy bars?
Yeah.
I like Butterfingers. Butterfinger candy bars. 3rd and 9 at Central Florida. On their own 37-yard line. Come on, nerds. We need a stop here. Come on, nerds. Maybe Georgia Tech is back.
I bet you're wrecking Sea-Dog.
Oh, I bet they're so giddy they can't see straight. They're probably over there plugging each other's buttholes. Sack on 3rd and 9. 4th and 1,000,000 coming up. Central Florida's going to have to punt it back to the nerds. I don't eat Heath bars. Payday, Zero, or Goo Goo. I've never eaten any of those.
D. Taylor says people that eat toffee stand up when they wipe.
Man.
That's amazing.
All right, pretty good field position for Georgia Tech here coming up after this Central Florida punt. Does Reese's still make nutrageous? I don't know. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Can we get an Uncle Lou candy bar? Well, it'd have to have peanut butter in it.
Peanut butter, no coconut. Nothing, whatever's inside them Cadbury eggs, none of that shit.
I already have Uncle Lou's salty nuts. Lots of people have tried them.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, they're a big hit. They're a big hit. Third and 1 for Georgia Tech. Motion, snap, handoff. Picks up the first down across midfield. Referee says they whistled it down, no fumble. Where's Uncle Lou's Christmas trees this year? What, the Christmas tree cakes?
Oh, you done said it now.
These? You talking about these? Yeah, I got a box or two. Moon pies. Ballard's got all the moon pies.
I thought that was oatmeal cream pies that he had.
Oh, is that oatmeal cream pies? I like oatmeal cream pies. You like cream pies?
I do not like cream pie.
You don't? How you know?
I'm not answering that question. That's a loaded question. Loaded.
Does it depend who makes it?
No, it does not depend on who makes it.
Payday candy bar number 1. Also, Merry Christmas, Lou. Thank you, Chance. Merry Christmas to you. Would not surprise me if Auburn went to using laxatives for their cows so they can fertilize Jordan Hare's field more effectively. I'm surprised they haven't thought of that already. Moon pies made in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yep. Mrs. Pete says, BA don't answer, no comment.
Yeah.
About the cream pies.
I got you, Mrs. Pete.
When's y'all's girls' weekend?
Oh, we haven't decided yet. I know, we gotta get it together.
I'm assuming y'all won't be eating any cream pies on y'all's girls' weekend.
We're not gonna be doing much of anything or thinking about you boys at all.
No, that's not what I asked. But
No, there will be no cream pies.
no cream pie eating on
no
your
cream
girls'
pies
weekend?
eating on our girl weekend. You were sick.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Well, you know what?
I don't put the peanuts in my Coke. I have tried it. It's not terrible. And I don't think, like, sometimes people do stuff and I'm like, that's disgusting. I don't think that's disgusting. I've seen a lot of people do it. I've tried it. It's not for me. Yeah. 1st and 10 on the ground for the nerd. Picks up, hell, close to a first down. I thought he was going to be pushed out for 4 or 5 yards, but I think he might have got close to another first down. I like to go to the general store on Saturdays and listen to the band while eating moon pies and drinking RC Cola with my grandparents. Yeah, or a cheerwine too would be good if they didn't have any RC
gross.
Cola.
Cheerwine's
Oh,
gross.
cheerwine is so good. But you got to get it in the old school glass bottle.
Maybe that's why.
You got to get it. Yeah, and it's hard to find. Publix has it sometimes. Root beer too. Root beer and cheerwine. I won't have it unless it's out of a glass. Like the A&W 2-liter root beer, I don't want that. But the old school out of a glass, like the IBC root beer or cheerwine out of the 12-ounce glass bottle. Oh yeah.
I feel like that cheerwine and root beer leave a terrible aftertaste. I don't like it aftertaste.
Cobbler? Well, I like cherry pie. Would be my favorite pie. But I like cherry pie, apple pie, chocolate pie, key lime pie,
Gross.
lemon pie, strawberry pie. YHSIO, your horny season is over. Sounds like it must be is that a TCU comment? That must have something to do with TCU. I mean, them horn frogs. Yep. Love that chicken for Popeyes. Publix fried chicken is the best. It's really good. I don't know if it's the best, but listen, almost everything from Publix Deli is good. Fried chicken is really good. Their subs are really good. If you get a sub from the Publix Deli, though, you got to pay the extra $1 or $2, whatever it is, for boar's head meat and cheese. It's so worth it. I don't know what a sub costs there now, but let's say a sub is $7. That's going to be like store brand meat and cheese. For an extra $1 or $2, you can get boar's head meat and cheese. My God, those subs up there are so good. Subs are the damn best, hands down. At Publix. Which is better, Chick-fil-A or Raising Cane's? Raising Cane's is garbage. Raising Cane's is absolute garbage. I have not had Publix wings, so I can't say on that. PDQ? Yeah, I'm not eating there either. Need Georgia Tech to score again, so I don't have to sweat the end of this game.
I know, right?
Let's see, what are they up by? 10? Mm-hmm. If they kick a field goal, they'd be up 13. Mm-hmm. That's no good. Because then if Central Florida scores, they're only up 6. Mm-hmm. We need Georgia Tech to score a touchdown here. I've got Georgia Tech minus 6.5, so they're good right now. But just in case Central Florida scores again, I need Georgia Tech to score another touchdown here. Roast beef, provolone, lettuce, banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, tomato, salt, and pepper, says Lazy James Bond. Gas station chicken gizzards. I don't eat gizzards. My mom liked them, and chicken livers too. I don't like that shit. 1st and 10 for the nerds on the 20-yard line. Come on, Tech. Haynes King keeps. Going to pick up a couple of yards. That's about it. 2nd and 8 coming up for Georgia Tech now. Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme. I really don't have a preference because the only donuts I eat are either just regular glazed donuts or chocolate-covered donuts. And to me, they're about the same at both places. Now, maybe if somebody gets some other type of donuts, they might think one is better or whatever, but to me, they're about the same for those two types of donuts.
Krispy Kreme, because Krispy Kreme has hot donuts.
Well, you can get hot donuts from Dunkin' Donuts, too. Just so you know. 2nd and 8. Handoff this time. Uh-oh, going to lose a lot of yards. Not good at all. It's going to be 3rd and 20 or whatever the fuck now for Georgia Tech. Lou, I thought Nerds were the underdog. No, they were favored by 6.5. Weren't they? Do I have it wrong?
I thought that's what you said.
That they're the underdog?
Not the underdog. No.
If they were the underdog, then what am I worried about? I don't even know. I'm such a degenerate gambler. I bet the game. I don't even know. All right, here's what I bet. Yeah, Georgia Tech +6. Shit, we're good. We already won.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
I've been acting like Georgia Tech had to win by more than 6.
Oh.
I thought Georgia. I don't know what I thought. Yeah, we bet Georgia Tech +6. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. I mean, Central Florida would have to score 3 touchdowns. That's not happening.
No.
Yeah, we're good. We won. Pay Lou. Can I get a hashtag Pay Lou? Next live stream is going to be tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. College football kickoff show. I am not live streaming any games tomorrow because they're all garbage. Kick is good. Tech takes the lead to 13. Yeah, Pay Lou. I won my bet. Pay Lou. So as far as the next football game stream, let's see. Nothing tomorrow. Nothing really on Tuesday either. Call-in show Tuesday night. Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be live. Yeah, okay, Wednesday. Next game stream will be on Wednesday. 5:30, 8, 9. We'll do something here for these 3 on Wednesday. So the next game stream will be Wednesday. Next live show will be tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. College football kickoff show. Then Tuesday night, the call-in show. And then Wednesday, we'll stream some games. Please live stream Northwestern in Utah. When's that? No. I'm not live streaming Northwestern in Utah. Will you stream the New Year's 6 college football playoff games on YouTube or Patreon? It's going to be a mixture of the two. Like the playoff games, the 2 semifinals, one will be on Patreon, one will be on YouTube. I don't know which is which yet. That's up to the Patreon people. Are you not excited about Troy versus Duke in the Birmingham Bowl tomorrow? Should be a good game. No, I'm not excited about that at all. Not at all. Too many quitters. There's hella FSU fans on your channel, so make the UGA FSU YouTube. Got to stream James Madison and Air Force. Will be a good game. Well, I don't got to. I definitely don't got to. Back at the hotel, music, didn't sleep well last night. I think they ran a marathon in the room above me, and someone threw a brick through the front window downstairs at 1:45. Jay, I've told you about staying overnight in those pay-by-the-hour hotels. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. Yep. Yeah. Hook 'em horns. Wish everybody a happy holiday. Thank you, Christopher Lyons. You too, buddy. Stay away from any hotel where the door opens to the outside. Yep, that is a great rule of thumb. Lou's a man. He's 40. Passed that milestone a while ago, unfortunately. But yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, yep. Yeah. Yep. Georgia Tech set to kick off here. Big lead over Central Florida. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. Georgia Tech 30, Central Florida 17. Line drive kick goes into the end zone. Touchback. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So. Yep. Yeah. So. Yep. Yeah. So. Yeah. But yep. Yeah. The good side of Albany? There ain't no good side of Albany. Albany's the worst city in Georgia. Have you ever really told a neighbor lady to shut the fuck up? I'm on YouTube. But yeah, that's a real clip. Yeah. That's not made up. Yeah, no, that's 100% real. Uncle Lou, you hit me as a big Pig Wiggly man. Oh, I'm big on the pig. Now, they don't have any here where I live anymore. But sometimes when I'm out of town, they'll have them. And if they do, I'm always sure to go. Hilton Head is the one I have been to the most, in the last 10 or 15 years or whatever. The place I used to stay at in Hilton Head, there was a Piggly Wiggly right across the street. I passed a Piggly Wiggly on my way to Tennessee recently and had to stop and go in, says Smata. Yeah, the neighborhood I grew up in had a Piggly Wiggly right down the street. So that's where I kind of, when I was a kid, that's, my mom took us to the grocery store, that's where we went, Piggly Wiggly. Big play by Central Florida. Don't matter, too little, too late. It's too little, too late.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech's got this sewn up at +6. I'm not worried. Best market is Buc-ee's. I've never been in a Buc-ee's.
Me neither.
Who wins between Southern Cal and Louisville? I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. I think Louisville probably going to lose because they're in the ACC, but I think it'll be a good game. All packages wrapped. I wish I could say that, but I ran out of bags. I got some things I can't really wrap. I got to go get some bags tomorrow. I'm going to the mall tomorrow morning. That's how dumb I am. I'm doing the college football kickoff show from 9 to 11, and then I'm going straight to the mall at 11 in the morning. And then I got to go to eat like Walmart or Target or something to get Christmas bags.
Thoughts and thoughts for us tomorrow, please.
Yeah. Jersey Mike's has good cheesesteak. Is that the one I'm not going to anymore?
No.
Which one is that?
That is
Limpy?
Baldino's, but
Baldino's.
they're closed down. They're closed down.
Yeah, I'm never going to another. Last time I went to a Baldino's, I threw the sub at the guy that made it, did I not? Am I lying?
Nope, he's not lying.
Not lying. I threw the sub at the guy that made it and walked out. I didn't even want a refund. I said, you can keep the fucking $10 and this sub, and I threw it at him and walked out.
Yeah. It was my bad, though, for going there.
Well, it was your idea to go there.
It used to be
Yeah.
good, so, but, yeah, not anymore.
Mrs. Pete said him and Pete. Her and Pete got in an argument for the first time in a long time today because they had to go to the mall. Yeah.
Oh, don't say that, Mrs.
Yeah,
Pete.
that is a stressful experience this time of year. Yeah, whatever happened, I'm on Pete's side.
I'm on your side, Mrs. Pete.
I'm not sure what happened, Mrs. Pete, but I'm pretty sure it's something you did.
No, it's probably something he did. And he's just going to place blame on you. So, we know how they work.
I don't think it's a very good idea for y'all to piss us off right before we go to Vegas. I think y'all ought to be on y'all's best behavior.
Wait, that sounded like a threat to me.
I'm
Mrs.
just saying.
Pete.
I think y'all ought to be on y'all.
Threat to you?
I think
That's
y'all ought to
not
be
like
on
a
y'all's.
threat to me,
Hey,
Mrs.
well,
Pete.
you take it any way you want.
Hey,
I'm
don't
just
threaten
saying.
me. Don't threaten me
It
with the
seems
good
like
time,
y'all ought to
okay?
be on y'all's best
Look, don't
behavior for
threaten
the
me with
next
the good
4
time.
weeks.
There's no anchor tied to your ass, okay?
I mean, we're leaving 30 days from today, so. Well, I'm leaving 29 days from today. Pete leaving 30 days from today.
Y'all know about that surprise visit we're planning, right, Mrs. Pete?
Oh, if y'all show up there, y'all will be very surprised. Y'all are going to be extremely surprised.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
We're not going to any nightclubs.
You don't have to. Look, you don't have to tell me nothing, okay?
No, I'm just telling you we're not going to any nightclubs.
And you said that. I know. You said that before.
We're going to the Marquee at Cosmo. It's a day club.
I don't know. I've never been to Vegas, so I don't
The
know.
pool area at the Cosmo, in the wintertime, they put a giant dome over it. They keep it 85 degrees in that dome. All the pools are open. And they have a day club in it. It's a day club. DJs, and stuff.
Okay. You do you.
That's not, but it's not a nightclub. It's a day club. It's a day
yeah,
club.
Yeah. You keep saying that.
Marquee Day Club at the Cosmo. Lou, are you going to the Bunny Ranch? No, I'm staying in Vegas. Have you seen me and Pete, lazy man? Does it look like we have to pay for pussy? Stop it. Are we going to the Bunny Ranch?
Wow. You. Damn. Lou on one tonight. Y'all hear him?
The only reason we're even taking Huffer Billy Paul is to keep them away.
Oh, to keep the ladies away?
Yeah, to keep the women away. Yeah.
I ain't either, Mrs. Pete. I ain't scared either.
Under 2 minutes to go now. The lead's still 13 by Georgia Tech. Merry Christmas to the entire King family as well. Thank you. Yeah, pay Lou. I won the bet. Pay Lou. I haven't drank in over a year. Single ladies at the casino bar are very friendly at 2 a.m. Well, that's pretty much any bar. How'd you let Buster Faulkner get away? He was an analyst. He sat in a closet all day. He wasn't even an on-field coach. Looks like they're going to have a first down. It's 3rd and 5, and I think they got it. No, he was short of the first down, so it's going to be 4th and 1. You ever check out the barbershop in the Cosmo? There's a secret bar in the janitor's closet. True story. I've never been to Vegas. I know about the bar in the barbershop at Cosmo because I have seen a video about it on YouTube, but I've never been to Vegas, so I've never been to that bar. But I know what you're talking about. What? And technically, it's a speakeasy. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. How often do you go to Biloxi? I haven't been to Biloxi in probably 15 years. I want to go back. But the problem is there's no easy way to fly there from here, and it's too far to drive. And not well, it's not too far, but for me it is. I mean, I can be in Cherokee in 4 hours. It'll take me 8+ hours to get to Biloxi driving from here. But I would like to go back. I stayed at the Hard Rock when I went there last time. But I like the Hard Rock and what's the one right next door to the Hard Rock? Well, it's a little bit down, but the real nice one. Shit, what's the name of it? The Beau Rivage. I like the Hard Rock and the Beau Rivage in Biloxi. We got direct flights from Atlanta to Gulfport. Yeah, but I don't live in Atlanta. I've been to St. Augustine a dozen times. Georgia Tech punts down to the 26, 27 yard line. 1:34 to go till halftime now. Buddy of mine went to Vegas, said one of them girls did the triple-decker pecker wrecker on him. I don't even know if I want to know what that is. Threw a sandwich at a minimum wage employee. What a cunt. Hey, get caught up, man. You're like 10 minutes behind. Florida casinos have full casinos now. Roulette Crap Sportsbook started 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but the closest one to me is Tampa. Back to throw, Central Florida going deep over the middle. Intercepted. That's going to do it. Georgia Tech take a couple of knees and it's going to be game over.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a great point, Mrs. Pete. That's why I'm not going anywhere near no titty bar or nightclub when I'm out there. I'd rather donate my money at the casino than I would a nightclub. All right, that's going to do it. Georgia Tech's just going to take a couple of knees, so we're going to wrap it up. I'll be back on at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning for the college football kickoff show. We'll go through not just tomorrow's games, but all of this week's games. There's games all day tomorrow. No games Sunday or Monday because Christmas Eve and Christmas. But then there's games the rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we'll go through all of tomorrow's games and all of next week's games tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on the kickoff show. We'll do the rigged wheel, try to give some money away, and have a good time. So I'll see you all back at 9 a.m. for that. Congratulations to the Nerds, not only making a bowl game for the first time in forever, but actually winning it too, and made Uncle Lou a couple $100 in the process. So shout out to the Nerds, #PayLou, and I will see y'all in the morning.